Hello and welcome, my fellow plastic addicts. Today we have the start of a brand new series, Comics Ideal Wave. What this is about is basically me designing a Marvel Legend wave, be it Spider-Man, X-Men, Fantastic Four, Avengers, stuff like that. Note this is my personal wave, and the reason I'm doing this is basically to get a bit of interaction between my subscribers and the people who watch these videos. This is mainly just for a bit of fun, so I won't be going up regularly as near complete set, but it will be done when I complete an A-list character like Spider-Man, or when there's a movie coming out, be it the MCU or the dreaded Fox movies. Like I said, I'll be doing Spider-Man this week, but I have set up a couple of rules to create this wave that I will be going by for the next couple of videos. Rule number 1, the wave must have at least 6 figures in it, and a maximum of 8 figures, no more, no less. Number 2, the title character has to be in it. It wouldn't be called Spider-Man's Wave if Spider-Man wasn't in it, or it wouldn't be called X-Men Wave if an X-Men character wasn't in it. As such, things like Captain America being in a Captain America wave is basically essential. Number 3, there must be at least 2 villains per wave, and that's not including the Bat. Number 2, there must be at least 2 female characters in the wave. Now these female characters could be the title character, like Jessica Drew's Spider-Woman, or Julia Carpenter's Spider-Woman, or there could be 2 villains, like White Rabbit and Joystick. Number 5, the wave must consist of a remake, a new character, and a new costume, although the remake could be a new costume as well, like Iron Spider. And lastly, number 6, each wave must have a certain theme. Now I don't mean theme like as Avengers, I mean theme like category. For example, the Avengers have, well, the Avengers, and the X-Men have all mutant characters. Doctor Strange was all mystic characters. Yes, Iron Fist was a mystic character, look up his background. And for this wave I will be doing Spider-Man, so it'll be all street level heroes. I'll also be suggesting what body they can use, because it's Hasbro and the masters are reusing molds. And before we begin, I'd just like to mention that it was extremely hard to pick 8 characters, 9 if you count the Bat, to do this wave. But this is my own personal wave. I have another couple of waves made up already, so we'll see what it is. We'll start off with the title character. Now I have 2 title characters made up for this, but they're 2 completely different characters. First up is Iron Spider. When I was doing the near complete set for Spider-Man, the first part, I said that I want Hasbro to remake this figure. And now that they've really released the symbiote Spider-Man, I think this should be next. Given Spider-Man's involvement in the MCU Civil War and the upcoming movie having Tony Stark in the movie Homecoming, I think it's likely that we will see this figure release at some point. Speaking of the black suit of Spider-Man that's coming out, I think that would be the perfect mold for it. All it really needs is a repaint and maybe a new head, but it's not essential. As for the Waldos, those little mechanical legs, that can be attached via a backpack that you can take off and reattach whenever you want. Now I will say this to Hasbro, make it 3 Waldos, not 4. If you want to do 4, give us 2 backpacks, one where you can attach 3 Waldos and another where you could attach 4. The Build-A-Figure piece that he will come with would be the left leg. Now I'm going to see if you can guess what figure I'm trying to build with this. Next up is Spider-Ham. He is a Spider-Man, no wait, pig, of a cartoon-like universe, kind of like the Looney Tunes. And he has been asked for quite a while from people, usually as a pack-in. The figure itself will be a whole new sculpt because of the way he's designed. But the reason I want him as a single is because you can use him as a accessory pack, kind of like the Rocket Raccoon of the Guardians of the Galaxy wave. So now, not only will he come with the torso for the figure, he will also come with two heads, one with his longer classic version and the other one with a shorter, rounder version. He will also come with should come with a camera that can wrap around any Spider-Man's head, as well as a smaller, non-articulated figure of a Spider Monkey from the Marvel Apes and the Spider-Verse storyline. The figure itself will have very little articulation in all fairness. Maybe the head, the arms, and maybe the legs, but it would probably be like Rocket Raccoon, where it's only the head and the arms that move. Now we get into the two females of this wave. The first being Silver Sable. She is a mercenary ruler of a country I can't even pronounce, so I won't bother pronouncing it. When Hasbro revealed the Black Cat figure from the Ultimate Green Goblin, I think, wave, they teased that the swap figure for that would be Silver Sable. And while I do love Anya's Spider-Girl, I feel like it was a missed opportunity to bring up one of the classic Spider-Man characters. Costume-wise, it's basically going to be a silver costume, like the image shown on the screen here. As for the figure itself, it will mainly incorporate the Black Widow and Sharon Carter mold, with a few sculpting differences and a few strap-ons. I know it's a Spider-Man wave and Spider-Man can't have guns, but this is Silver Sable, so she has to have a pair of guns as well as a pair of throwing sais. She will also come with a pair of arms for the Build-A-Figure. This will be one of two characters going under the name Wildpack. The next female character that's going under the name Dragon Fighter is Colleen Wing. Now, when Misty Knight was first revealed, many people were confused about who she was. But for the people who knew who she was, they know that she was part of a duo called the Daughters of the Dragon. So to have Misty Knight and not have Colleen Wing as Marvel Agents is just plain wrong. As for the figure itself, Colleen Wing will actually use the exact same mold as Misty Knight, with a few sculpting differences like the upper torso, the hand, and of course the head sculpt. She will come with a scabbard and a katana that cannot attach to her because it's never attached to her, she just carries it around. And she will also come with another pair of arms for the Build-A-Figure. The second part of the Wild Pack will be Prowler. The once enemy of Spider-Man, now one of his greatest allies. Hobie Brown was an inventor who decided to use his inventions to burgle houses until Spider-Man caught him and inspired Prowler to change his way. He's currently, or was currently, the filler-in for Spider-Man when he is off globe-trotting for Parker Industries. He has to wear the all-new, all-different Spider-Man suit. Now, while I don't mind if Hasbro went with the all-new, all-different or Parker Industries version of Prowler, it's the classic one we want. And to use that, we use the Bucky Cap Build-A-Figure with Black Panther's hands, Scarlet Spider's gauntlets, and maybe some new boots to emulate that bandit thing he has on his legs. As for the cape, it's I think the Brother Voodoo cape that came with the Doctor Strange wave will work perfectly. As for accessories, he really doesn't have anything that can be considered an accessory to pack in. Maybe some plastic thing that emulates his grappling hook. But he will come with the right leg of the Build-A-Figure. The second part of the Dragon Fighters is Shang-Chi. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong, so I apologize to any Chinese people listening. Now, Shang-Chi was Marvel's master of most martial arts long before Iron Fist came about. He was a son of a triad leader who had him trained to be a master assassin. But Shang-Chi left the triad to become his own man and become one of the most enlightened characters of Marvel at the moment. It should also be noted that Shang-Chi was the person who trained Spider-Man in Kung Fu after Spider-Man lost his spider sense after a battle with, I think it was Hobgoblin. Just like Iron Fist, he'll be using the pizza-eating Spider-Man mold. And because there's actually no classic version of him that is not excessively racist, he would probably be using the more modern red and black jumpsuit. Accessory-wise, he'll be coming with an extra pair of hands, as well as a pair of nunchucks, and the head for the Build-A-Figure. The next two are the two villains I want in this wave. The first being Mysterio. This was the runner-up of the 2016 fan poll, and is the last one remaining of the 4 finalists. We all know who Mysterio is by now, but if you don't, he is a master of illusion using technology from his movie special effect career to make him seem like he's magical, which it's not. As for the mold I want to use, there's not really one that can be done using for Mysterio. But if they have to, they could use the Bucky Cap mold with new arms, new hands, new boots, and a brand new cape and a non-clear plastic bowl. As for accessories, you can come with maybe another head, maybe a monster head to emulate his Master of Illusion, and also come with a swappable head for the Build-A-Figure. Speaking of being a Master of Illusion, he will be under the name Masters of Illusion, along with the characters coming up next. It was really tough finding a character that can go under the Master of Illusions with Mysterio, but given my love for obscure characters, I really love the eel figure, and given Hasbro's love of obscure characters, I think the character that should work will be Will-O-Wisp. He is a character that uses the power of light to make himself into a small ball that floats around, kind of like the legendary Will-O-Wisp. He also has many light-based powers. I'm not really sure of the true origins of him because it's been changed so much. He is mainly a villain because he's teamed up with many villainous characters, but he's also been an ally to Spider-Man. He's also been a member of the Wild Pack, so it goes back to the Prowler and Silver Sable characters in this wave. Given that he's a fairly tall character, I think the new Spider-Man 2099 mold that's coming out will be the perfect mold for him. And if they could shrink down Sentry's head and put it on that body, it would be perfect. He should come with the Havoc effects in yellow, and he will also come with the last pair of arms for the Build-A-Figure. And finally, the Build-A-Figure. Now, you probably guessed what it is by now, and if you watched the Spider-Man Near Complete set or Part 1, you know my number one Spider-Man Build-A-Figure want is, of course, Man-Spider. Now, like I said, he'd be broken up into torsos, 3 pairs of arms, 2 legs, and 2 heads. The head would have his full monster version and a halfway monster version, just to emulate him transforming into him. Now, another reason I want him to do Man-Spider is because that mold can be used again to do other characters like the 6-armed Spider-Man, the Ultimate Tarantula, which was a clone of the Ultimate Spider-Man, not Miles Morales, Peter Parker, and of course, the second character I want as a Build-A-Figure is Doppelganger. So that's basically it. What do you guys think? Do you like this wave? Do you hate it? What is your ideal wave? Let me know in the comments below. Also, let me know if you want me to do another ideal wave. Be it Spider-Man, X-Men, Fantastic Four, anything, as long as it's a proper wave and not something like a all villains wave, because it's never going to happen. Also, I could do another Spider-Man wave. I have literally dozens. I have no life. If you need a hand picking out a Spider-Man costume, click on the Spider-Man picture somewhere on the screen, where it will bring you to a playlist of all Spider-Man based videos. Not just Near Complete Set, but all Spider-Man based videos. If you like the video, please like it, share with a friend, and subscribe if you haven't already. Also, follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, Google+, and make sure to visit the website nearcompleteset.wordpress.com, where I'll be putting up a schedule of the upcoming videos, as well as my collection when I finally get it set up again. So, I'll see you when I see you.